everybody, we're trying this again. We did have a little bit of a blip there with our internet connection. So here we are, spinning with a spinning stick. And a spinning stick is a way that you can spin wool anywhere. It doesn't matter if you're in the passenger seat of a car, if you're on the bus, or if you're walking even, you can use one of these. And all it is a 4-inch, 10cm piece of wood. Now sometimes you'll see these on sale, and they can be little thin things, but it's much easier to use one that's fairly fat like this. And also 4 inches chopped off the top of your broom handle or mop will work perfectly well, as will any other bit of wood that you've got lying around. So you don't need to buy anything fancy in order to do this. And you'll see I've got some already on this spinning stick. I've tied a bit of yarn to it and left a fluffy end because it's my own hand spun, which makes it easier to join on. Any bit of yarn will do to get you started. And this process, it's actually quite intuitive, and often when people struggle to get it at first, it's because they're overthinking it. So if you think if you're winding a ball of yarn, as you wind that yarn into a ball, you're putting a little bit of twist in it each time you do that. And what we're doing here is winding the yarn round the stick, and then I'm holding it very loosely in my right hand, just cradling it really. I wind it round one time and then I pull it off again. Wind it round one time and pull it off again. It's easier to do if you do it faster. So here I am, wind and pull, and it looks like a single action, but I'm winding that yarn once round the stick, then I'm pulling it off. Once round the stick and pulling it off. And every time I do that, I'm getting a little bit more twist in this length of yarn. And always working with a short length that just goes once round the stick. So now this has got quite a lot of twist in it. I'm going to put the stick down and I'm going to draft the fibre. And what I've done is I've overlapped the new fibre with the bit of yarn that's already on. And if I just pull that straight, the twist goes up into the new fibre. Now I'm going to wind some of it round the stick and keep it on the stick. So that's now spun and finished with. And we're on this next short little length. So wind it round the stick, pull it off. Wind it round the stick, pull it off. Wind it round the stick, pull it off. And if I speed that up, it looks like this. And I can count and do 20 turns, say. And then I put the stick down again. And I draft the fibre. And that little bit's now also spun, and I move on to the next bit. So you'll see I'm always working with a little bit of spun yarn and just building up extra twist in that bit of spun yarn and keeping going until it's got too much twist in it. And then I get to actually spread that twist out by drafting the fibre and letting the twist run up to make new yarn. I wind it round the stick and off I go again. Now I'm just going to switch hands. For those of you like me who are left-handed, you might want to hold the stick in your other hand. So let's do it that way round for anyone who finds that easiest. So I'm cradling the stick again. I can have my hand that way up, but I'm just holding it very loosely. You can see that. I wind it round the stick and pull it off, round the stick and pull it off, round the stick and pull it off. Speed it up, it looks like that. Now this looks like a very slow way to spin, but it's surprising how much you can actually get done on one of these. And I should say, thanks to Debbie Zawinski, who originally showed me how to do this a few years ago when I visited Haddington Spinners and did a workshop for them. And she had seen somebody doing it at a reenactment and had her show her how to do it. And then she's shown me and other people. So it's actually spreading quite a bit now, this method. So here we go. And that's really it. And what you can do is you can ply in exactly the same way if you want to. You can wind this off the stick, do a second lot and wind that so you've got two little balls, and then wind the two of them together into a double stranded ball. Now in fact you don't even need to wind the second one into a single ball first. You can just wind one ball, one stickful into a double-stranded ball and then twist the other way to ply it. But I think that's probably enough to give you the idea. So thanks for watching, folks, and post your comments if anyone's had a go. I'd love to see their efforts, and if you have any problems with it, comment about that and we'll see if we can sort it out. So from Janet and my lovely cameraman Lee, cheerio for today, and I hope you have happy spinning over this weekend. Bye!